Welcome back to another video. Today I'm talking about the best business niches to get into in 2022 or best business ideas of 2022, just based on what I'm seeing as far as trends, markets, and obviously where the most attention is right now. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this. I'm gonna give you guys, stir your brain a little bit of imagination and kind of get you guys ready for, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, what you should be looking into. First things first is definitely going to be the crypto and NFT space. Okay. A lot of people are making a good amount of money on that right now. If you're like educating yourself in the niche, that's a great thing. Maybe doing some crypto punks, you got NFTs, you got, maybe launching your own NFT. Honestly though, I'm not in that niche because I'm just not in with the trendy stuff. I don't really care. I focus on real businesses that are sellable assets. NFTs and all that crypto shit is just like another stock market, but I'm just not a firm believer in it. So that's number one. Number two is SMMA. So there are so many businesses coming out of nowhere right now. People are starting side hustles. People are starting businesses like wildfire. People are starting to get this like entrepreneurial spirit in our world because all the turmoil and all the things going on in our world, we can't depend on a job. So you having marketing services to help small and bigger businesses is actually a very big, business niche. I have students who've started agencies and they literally are crushing it within like a couple of months. Really just depends on obviously your budget and obviously like how much time you can allocate. If you're working a 9 to 5 on the same side as an agency, then like you can make it work. You just got to be willing to work from like 7 to 11 at night on that agency or whatever that main business is to grow it. So, and just pieces of information as far as resources. One of my mentors, Iman Ghazi, has a really cool agency program. If you're looking to start out, you can watch my videos if you're looking to start out, where I go over a bunch of SMA stuff, sales scripts, Zapier automations, how to get clients, how to get your first client. That video is coming out soon. So just like little tad bits like that are definitely helping a bunch of agency owners. And the third business idea would probably be, let me think for a second. I think it would honestly be affiliate marketing, selling other people's products that people have built and then taking a very high commission off of that. If you simply can just, learn Facebook ads, learn media buying to sell those products, then you can get like a really good commission off that. The fourth one is going to be sales closing. And I know this sounds insane because it's not really like an entrepreneurial thing, but let me tell you this. A lot of people who are sales coaches now or do sales training for big corporate companies, they once started off, being an actual sales closer. Like I have 5 sales reps, okay? And, a lot of them, over the last couple of years have went out and did their own thing because they've gotten so much experience in sales. They've closed hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now they want to go out and help other sales teams grow and train them with the same systems that we use here. So that's like a really good unhoned skill is definitely sales. Like I always talk about like high income skills, and sales is definitely like number 1 or number 2, because if you know how to sell, you'll never go hungry. Number 4 would probably be e-com. Drop shipping is an interesting space right now, especially with suppliers and all like international affairs. I'm not going to get into that stuff right now, but like shipping times and fulfillment and stuff like that is definitely a factor, but it's harder now to find winning products than ever just because the market is pretty saturated, but it's not saturated enough for you not to get a piece of the pie. It really just requires you having something that the market hasn't seen before and putting a unique mechanism or angle around it to be able to sell at scale. So that would be like very, very important to explore. Drop shipping is good. I would do private label. If you're going to do drop shipping, you want to find that proven product, proven concept, turn it into a private label, turn it into a brand. So you can actually have a sellable asset, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you can sell that business based on cash flow, profit, LTV, AOV, all that fun stuff. That's actually pretty huge. And then number 6 would honestly be, people do the mindset coaching, life coaches, health coach, dating coach. Like those are actually pretty big niches if you're able to put out the right amount of content personal brand wise, so that you're not like falling behind the gap. If you're not putting out content, you're trying to run a personal brand based business, like you're not going to make a lot of money at all. And it's not always about pushing out content, but it's about having the authority and presence there ready to convert those warm leads or people who are cold to get them more interested in you and keep them like in the loop. And people just don't really look at their following that, closely. Like yesterday I went live. IG selling, live selling. Said, hey, I got my starter program. I got 3 spots. We filled all 3 spots and I sold a ticket to my event. So I made like almost $5,000 in one Instagram live. And it's all just about you always having touch points with the leads and whatnot. And I talk about that stuff in other videos, which is huge. 7 is going to be, I would honestly say 7 is Amazon FBA. Amazon is obviously leading the e-com world along with Shopify, but Amazon FBA, like you do get a lot of shutdowns and deal with a lot of problems in Amazon FBA, but like overall, like Amazon FBA is like really good business model. You can, learn about transacting, product demand, suppliers, all that fun stuff. So if you later on want to go private label, you have the access to that. You have the access to suppliers, you got the access to credit lines, all that fun stuff. Number 8 is going to be credit repair and business funding combined. And I'm going to explain why, because we have a bunch of clients who are doing business funding right now who are, learning from mentors. They're paying like, one of my guys, Damon Alexander, he has like over 200,000 followers on Instagram, and he basically teaches people how to do business funding, like build a business funding and credit repair business. Because here's the funniest part about it. You want to talk about product ladders? If you go to business funding and you don't qualify, he'll say, listen, man, like I get you don't qualify, but we'll fix your credit. And then in 90 days, we can reapply and you'll get accepted. So not only does he have a downsell that converts, but the downsell then comes back up to the front end product anyway. So his AOV and LTV are just massively high. He gets so many referrals because of that space, because it's like, hey, like if you are a business owner looking for funding, odds are you have friends as well who are looking for the same thing. So that referral system that he has is like freaking nuts. And he pays a lot of money for referrals, because a business funding client is anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 for him. So he's willing to pay, $2-3 grand for those referrals, which is insane. So that's another business model for sure. I don't really have any more, because those are like the best 8, honestly. I don't really believe in like the whole like TikTok influence thing. I'm not gonna get into that. Or like YouTuber, that's like hard. It's not really like a front end income, and it's not really like a crazy sellable asset, so I'm not gonna get into that. But those are like my best 8 business niches right now that you should be getting into, or business ideas for you in 2022. If you enjoyed, please like today's video, subscribe, and comment down below. And maybe you have a different business idea that was not brought in the video. You can just simply comment down below and get my advice on it, get my take, see if it's something worth starting, or maybe something that you've been pitched. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.